This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Police are aggressively searching for 4 males responsible for a double brazen daylight shooting on Tuesday afternoon that leaves 2 males in hospital in critical condition. Around 2:30 p.m., police reported that officers were alerted to gunshots being discharged via its shot spotter technology in the Key West Street area. Police say the victims were sitting in a yard on Key West Street North when 2 males, one of whom was armed with a high-powered rifle and the other with a handgun, exited a dark-colored vehicle and began firing at the men, which resulted in both males being shot multiple times. The victims were taken to hospital via EMS personnel. There are unconfirmed reports that one of the men may have died from his injuries, but police have not confirmed this much. Meanwhile, police say they are following significant leads into this matter as investigations continue. That said, police issuing a wanted persons poster. Antoine Adderley, also known as AJ, is wanted by the Criminal Investigation Department for questioning in reference to attempted murder. Police describing Adderley, or AJ, as dark brown in complexion, slim-built, and standing between 5'7" and 5'10" tall. He is between the ages of 18 and 22 years old. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Antoine Adderley, whose last known address is Wilson Track, is asked to contact the CID at 502-9991, 502-9992, or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. That's 328-8477. Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard again lambasted the government for what he terms whiffing and waffling over critical policy matters. His comments come in response to Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Myles LaRota, and Prime Minister Philip Davis contradicting comments concerning the National Insurance Board rate increase. While Minister LaRota, who has responsibility for national insurance, told reporters last week that the government will soon announce its decision on an increase in rates, Mr. LaRota insisted that an increase is necessary to avoid NIB being depleted of funds by 2028. However, Prime Minister Davis told reporters on Friday that increasing the rate was only one option the government is considering, while the opposition believes the Davis team is a rudderless ship without focused leadership and direction. Mr. Pintard, in a statement Tuesday evening, notes that Prime Minister Davis openly contradicted statements by his minister responsible for NIB, saying that Minister LaRota spoke with certainty that Cabinet has decided on the issue of NIB rates increasing, with only several details to be finalized, while the Prime Minister advised the public that the matter had still not been decided. Mr. Pintard said, as the official opposition, they are concerned about the clear discord and division between Minister LaRota and Prime Minister, suggesting that interests of the Bahamian people are not served by clear inabilities of the Cabinet of the Bahamas to speak with a single and clear voice on matters important to the country. Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation is gearing up to introduce Bahamas Invest. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister responsible, Chester Cooper, says this initiative will be an opportunity to make it easier to invest in the country while establishing a domestic investments unit for Bahamians.
We anticipate over the course of the next several weeks there will be some announcements with a specific rollout plan. There is a committee at the moment. We are actively engaged to really work out the kinks. And we are going to be launching what I believe will make every Bahamian investor and foreign direct investors proud.
Minister Cooper says unlike the investment process now, this new initiative will be significantly streamlined and some digitization has already begun. It will allow investors and applicants to track the status of their application directly online in an effort to increase transparency.
There will be several components. Firstly, there's going to be a restructuring. There will be a compliance unit to ensure that current foreign direct investors are in compliance with the terms of their heads of agreements. There will be other compliance matters dealt with by this unit as well. There's going to be what we call a facilitations unit that will allow the interagency, multi-ministry matters to be handled in a one-stop shop type way. There's going to be the operations processing unit that's going to receive the application advance it through the process of the National Economic Council. And then there's going to be a unit that deals with marketing and promotions.
Minister Cooper says he is very excited for what is to come. He says more details on the project will be available in the coming weeks and months. And finally, famous American professional boxer Evander Holyfield is in the Bahamas with his family, enjoying a beautiful vacation. While in town, our very own marketing guru here at JCN, Kurt Knowles, got a chance to rub shoulders with the boxing legend, who says he loves coming to the Bahamas and has been coming to the Bahamas since the 1980s. Holyfield retired in 2011 with 44 wins, including 29 knockouts in 57 fights, including a 3-round no-contest bout against our very own Sherman Caribbean Tank Williams out of Grand Bahama. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.